Hello and welcome back to another WorldBox video. Today we are doing a battle for Africa, and I know this isn't all of the African nations. I just tried to add a couple. It's really hard to add all of them. And then today we have a twist. So the defending nations, whenever a war is declared, is going to get a little bomb dropped on them. I'm going to start off with grenades, that way I don't just absolutely obliterate some nation right off the start. And as they get bigger, I'm going to work up. It might be a napalm bomb, it might be a bigger bomb, might be an atomic bomb, might be a SAR bomber. I don't think we'll get to antimatter bombs. I don't think this map is big enough for that. Yeah, basically the point is we are trying to make it so that the nations that are warmongers are prioritized in this war. And this was recommended by a commenter, and I thought it was a really good idea. I don't remember their name right now, but I'll put it up on the screen. That said, let's get it started. So as you guys can see right here, the nations towards the top are doing the worst because they just have the most desert land, and the nations more in the green areas are doing the best. Now, does that mean they're going to win? I kind of doubt it because they're in the middle. That means they're going to get attacked by more people. So we'll see what happens. Looks like our first war is starting. Guinea is starting a war, likely against Algeria or Ghana. And they have started the war against Ghana. That means I get this nice little boost of a grenade here. I gotta set this to the smallest brush size, and I'm gonna set it right there. Okay, they just got themselves a nice little boost. It's not too big yet because the nations aren't too big yet, and they are doing a very good job taking over Ghana. I think this is going to make it so that the kings with traits that are very, very aggressive are going to do extremely well, and I'd love to see how this turns out. They are absolutely destroying the people of Ghana, and they're just taking them over entirely. They have this small area down here, and they already have quite a large amount of troops in there. Looks like Ghana doesn't really stand a chance. Really, their only defender left is their king and this leader over here. Oh, and they're losing the area. It's about to get taken over. Oh, they actually defended. Their king and their leader are super strong. And if you played this game for a while, you'll know the kings have like 30 times as much health as the other guys do. It's kind of ridiculous. And I think that's because they get better gear than the other guys do. And they also picked the strongest people to be the kings. There they go. They're actually taking it over this time. They killed the first king, so the second king's gonna be weaker. Okay, and there we go. That finished. Let's speed it up again and wait for another war. And Madagascar was free land just a moment ago, but now all these leaders just dropped off here, and it looks like Libya is taking over the land. That's some good free land to take over. Oh, we got a whole bunch of wars starting. I gotta slow this all down. Let's wait and see just a second. Okay, let's take a look at this now. Okay, Egypt declared war on Libya. Congo declared war on Egypt. Okay, go ahead and drop. We're gonna do a bomb now. We're gonna drop a bomb. I'm not gonna drop it right in the middle of the army. They're not even gonna have a chance then. That's not fair. We're gonna drop this right here. Okay, it did some damage to those houses. And Egypt also had war declared on them. So let's go ahead, drop it right here on these houses. Okay, and those bombs are a lot more damage than the grenades are. And there's gonna be a couple more wars starting here in just a moment. And it looks like some alliances are working in Congo's favor here to take over Egypt. So Libya is allied with some people, and that's helping them. But Libya is doing very poorly. They are getting absolutely shredded here, even with all this help from these other nations. Libya might not survive this. Oh, and they're gone. Egypt's not gonna survive it either. Oh, it looks like Guinea declared war. No, Algeria declared war on Guinea. So we are going to go ahead and, you know what? Guinea is a pretty big nation. Let's drop a napalm bomb on them, and we'll give Algeria a helping hand here because they're being very aggressive. Let's drop it on their town hall. Okay, yeah, that's a good help. Let's see what happens. I still don't think they're going to win this, but it is helpful to them. Like, look at all that damage that's done right over there. Okay, and Algeria does have alliances over here that are helping them out. So they are going to make some distance here probably, but I think Algeria is going to get wiped out here. Egypt is about to be wiped out. That is not good for them. And Libya is actually still around because they're over here on Madagascar. Interesting. Guinea lost some land and they took out this nation up here, and Algeria, well, I don't think they actually took out the whole nation. I think Algeria was up there in the first place and they took over some land down here. They're just kind of like swapping borders. They're actually just depopulating this entire area. Look how few people are between these areas now. That's kind of ridiculous. Guinea looks like it's gonna lose. And Algeria did not win that war on its own. They did have alliance members helping them. You can see this gray nation and this blue nation here. They helped out a lot. Alliances win games. Oh, so we got Congo looking to declare war. It could be on anybody. Okay, Congo wants to declare war war on Libya. And because Libya is a smaller nation, I'm just gonna give them a helping hand. Only use a grenade on them. I think they're done for anyways, but we'll see what happens. Okay, that actually did quite a bit of damage to them. And that might actually matter because they had a chance to take over all of Madagascar. So because they didn't declare war first, they're not gonna win this. And this blue guy's king is just sitting on this land here that isn't even his. Ooh, South Africa's looking to declare war. Who won? Let's see it. They are looking to declare war on Congo, and it looks like they have some alliance members helping out there. Now, because Congo is a big nation, I'm just gonna go ahead, drop this napalm bomb right there. That's a pretty strong bomb, and we're probably gonna graduate to atomic bombs here soon. Do I think Congo's gonna lose this still? Honestly, I kind of doubt it. I think Congo has some alliances as well, even though half the world is against them. Even if they do get kicked off the mainland here, they do still have Madagascar, so I think they're gonna hold that at the very least. Algeria is against them. Practically everyone is against them. It looks like Angola might be on their side, and they're really going back and forth here, but what we're really seeing happen is Congo's population is going down like crazy. South Africa has actually taken over Madagascar, so they're not even gonna get to hold that. These other nations that are fighting them, their population really isn't going down, and the nations that are helping them, Angola specifically, is getting hammered. So we'll see, maybe peace will get declared before they get entirely wiped out, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So far, it looks like every time the nation gets bombed, it gets completely destroyed. So this might be helping out more than I thought it would. Wow, and look at that. They even just straight up depopulated some areas. That's surprising. That is just some blitz. And South Africa went from a normal sized nation to being a gigantic nation, all because they were aggressive. Same with Algeria. Ethiopia's kind of just been sitting here. That's pretty accurate to world history. That's kind of funny. And Sudan also just kind of sitting at 60 population. Next time we see a war declared, I'm going to drop an atomic bomb on the person who war gets declared on. Algeria broke an alliance. I don't know who that was with, but probably everyone else on the map. And now they're starting a new alliance with Ethiopia, and South Africa wants to start a war. Okay, there we go. So South Africa started a war against Algeria. Now we're going to use an atomic bomb on them, and we're going to put this in an area that doesn't have too much population, which it looks like they're pretty evenly spread. We're going to put it right here. Bam. And that village is just gone. And now we're going to see what happens. That is a lot of troops going in there from South Africa. And Ethiopia declared war on Sudan. Now Sudan, a little bit of a smaller nation. I'm just going to bomb them and we'll call it a day. Algeria is making the first move here, it looks like. They took over some land, although I don't think that's going to hold. South Africa did a lot of fighting, so they don't have that many troops as they normally would at this size, but I think they still have more than Algeria. Sudan is getting completely wiped out. They're gone. Ethiopia took them over. So far, the saying has been holding true of whoever gets bombed ends up losing. So far, Algeria is winning this war, even though I bombed them actually, but we'll see what happens. Okay, now Algeria is losing ground, trying to take some back. They're really fighting back and forth here. And Ethiopia is neutral in all of this. Now, it does seem that South Africa is actually mostly out of troops, except for this one big army right here, and they're fighting with Algeria right there with their big army. Might be the best move, or a better move might have just been to, you know, go in sneakily behind them. Looks like South Africa's winning that one. They actually have a ton of troops in that group. Now they're able to take over this area here, although that's very sparsely populated. Now Ethiopia's looking to join the war. Come on, Ethiopia, make a move. South Africa is now handily gaining ground in the war with Algeria, and it looks like Ethiopia has also declared war against Algeria. Let's go ahead and atomic bomb them again. Just this little group again. Bye-bye. Most dangerous village to ever be in. And they were kinda already losing, but they're probably screwed after Ethiopia joins in here. But Ethiopia just wanted some free land, you know? A little bit of fighting going on here. Algeria is firmly winning, although Ethiopia is firmly growing their ground, and South Africa is declaring peace on their side of the war. But I don't think Ethiopia is actually allied with them at all. They're just separately declared war. And Algeria is very tiny compared to what it used to be. Okay, they ended the war with South Africa, but Ethiopia is still fighting them. This gives Ethiopia a chance, actually. They're getting a free chance to take some free ground against a nation that has already had their soldiers hammered. Ethiopia playing a very smart game. Ethiopia's land being taken back. Maybe they aren't strong enough to actually take over Algeria. I'm not certain they are. Okay, they took some land right there, and I think that land is actually well populated. So that's quite interesting. Wow, look at all these sheep over here. Jeez. And now South Africa is back at war with them. So we're gonna turn the speed down again, and we're gonna nuke them again. Now, if these guys weren't losing so badly already, I'd probably up it to the Sarbama, but I kind of just want the little guy to have a chance, and these guys just keep getting repeatedly nuked. They're losing a lot of ground really fast over here. So it's not looking good for Algeria, and that atomic bomb did not help. They already had the whole world against them. It looks like Ethiopia is trying to finish off this top plateau here. Now, South Africa is way ahead of Ethiopia, but I'll give them a hand, okay? If they go ahead and declare war against South Africa, I'll drop a couple Tsar bombs on them. We'll see what happens. We'll give them a chance. But if they end up being the last ones to declare war, they're gonna have a bad time. What is this nation right here? Wait, Zimbabwe is still around. Zimbabwe is still around, but just glitched here in the middle. That's so odd. Let's redo their color. That didn't work. That is just plain weird. Okay, let's make them orange so it's easy to see on the map. But yeah, Zimbabwe is still around. You can see the highlighted areas when I hover over it. They are still a nation, actually. I thought those areas were uninhabited, and the game is just bugging out. So there's actually 3 nations involved here, and I don't know if we're even going to see if they like declare war on each other or anything. I don't know what's gonna happen with these guys. Ethiopia is making a good land grab up top. Good for them. Oh, I missed it. So South Africa declared war on Ethiopia. You know what that means? It's time to bring out the Tsar bomb. And what way to place a Tsar bomb other than within the middle of their nation? Bam, gone. You should have declared war first. You know I'm a loving god of warmongering. You should understand that. And Ethiopia is just getting absolutely destroyed. I think that war would have lasted a little bit longer if I didn't just absolutely nuke them off the planet. And we can see Zimbabwe is actually expanding. I think South Africa is pretty much guaranteed to win. I'm not certain if anyone can even declare war on these guys because they're obviously bugged. So we'll see what happens. I'm just gonna turn on Sonic Speed and see if any war breaks out. Ethiopia somehow came back because they landed a ship with a couple of people. That's kind of funny. They're gonna be gone in just a second though. The war's still going. And they're gone again. And South Africa was declaring peace, but they see no need to anymore because Ethiopia is gone. Let's see what happens if I have a whisper of war from South Africa over to Zimbabwe. Okay, is that actually gonna work? Is that gonna do anything? Nope, doesn't work. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do then, because this nation is obviously bugged and no one can attack them. We're gonna nuke them off the face of the planet. I have no idea what caused that bug. The only mod I have on is NCMS, and that isn't even really installed because it's for an older version. So we're just gonna nuke these guys a couple times, and they're gonna be gone. No ghosts on this planet, none of that. So we are going to declare South Africa the right winners in this war. There we go, South Africa is the only nation left. Good job, South Africa. All right, if you guys liked this video, make certain to subscribe for more. I'm a fairly new channel. See you guys.